Something has emptied out the hills again. Maybe it was war, or industry, or drugs. The husks of a once proud civilization lay empty. But you are an Ann. That means you're staying. This is your home, but also the home of older things. Welcome back to the hills. Some cousins did not come back. I don't know where Birch was, and Homer has also left, and we don't know where TR is. But Birch, when you came back to Crowne Lake County to your uncle's house, Sylvia, Russell, and Twig never came back, and you don't know where they are. Instead, you'll find that you have a lot of cousins. Yeah. Instead, there are 3 new cousins that show up at your uncle's house. So, I'm just going to start a brand new list over here. Birdie, tell us about your Ann.
All right, so my Ann is Fern. She's the stepsister of Sylvia, but doesn't look anything like her. She's just got this, tangly mess of curly, red, frizzy hair. The humidity does not help. So, just hair everywhere, and freckles, and she's very mischievous, whereas Sylvia was superstitious. She's actually very mischievous and into pranks and giggles a lot.
Nice.
So, yeah. Her father is the same, so handyman. And she also intends to take care of poor Scooter, who is currently...
Are they sisters?
Stepsisters.
Oh, gosh. Oh, wow. Okay.
So, she's slightly older, but I would not say more mature.
Wow. What is her... So, Scooter, she wants to take care of Scooter, the dog. Okay.
Yeah, Mima sent her out to Uncle's house because she's hoping he'll straighten her out because she's been getting into mischief.
About how old is she?
15.
All right. Let's see. Jahan, tell us about your Ann.
All right, so my new Ann is Grove. He's about, let's say, 17, 18. And he is the son of, the mayor back home.
Wow.
He has a fancy, pretentious top hat that he always wears. And he has a nice looking sword.
Nice. What is his needful thing?
Let's say maybe even though his family are the mayors and they have some wealth, his parents are starting to cut him off because he's been spending too much and not doing enough. So there's no more allowance for you, and you got to start working for your keep.
So, if he doesn't find the lost things, he's got to go up. He's got to go back and go home to go to work. Like he has to actually return and claim his place in the world. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see. Steve, what's your Ann's name?
My Ann's name is Renegade. He's about 10. Yeah, Renegade Ashcraft. He's 10. The vision I have in my head of him is I think everybody knows this kid. A little too thin, but round in the face. Really thin red hair, covered in the freckles. Got those eyes that always look like they're staring in the sun too long, and then the lips are kind of up like that. And you just know this kid's gonna cause you trouble. And Ma's a teacher. Dad drinks. And at this point, where he gets smacked by his mom, and he says, "Actually, Dad's a police officer." His needful thing is Mom's always complaining about pencils. He doesn't quite know what that means because he didn't use them. But yeah, that's Renegade.
So he needs money for pencils?
And it's part
Yeah.
of his mom's pencil budget.
Yeah, he doesn't understand it because she just keeps saying it. He thinks it's for the booze.
Oh, yeah. All right, and then we have Birch. Let's see. Birch was his family's barber,
That's right.
and you are staying here to make your fortune.
Well, enough that I'll at least be able to, get super far away from here, somewhere exciting and exotic.
Yeah. What happened last week? Did you get called back to do some work? Did you actually get caught up in some work, or what happened?
Yeah, I think I unfortunately had to actually spend a week living like a normal kid, doing some honest work.
Oh my
Just
gosh.
daydreaming the whole time.
Yeah. All right. Well, you come back to your uncle's house, and Fern, Renegade, and Grove are here. Let's see here.
Like how many of times like we've just made characters whose names are plants.
Oh, how old is Grove again? I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
Oh, 17 or 18-ish.
Okay.
It is a beautiful fall day. It's lush and green, and the crickets are howling late into the morning and early into the evening, and the sun sets early. Everything is descending into a gentle fall calm. Except, let me see something. As you see, or as you prepare for the day, man, you know what? I'm going to get a more gentle vibe going here. Let me see something.
Send you a playlist I found.
Wondering too. Oh, nice. But what's happening out there is not gentle. You can see, let me find my little pointer. You can see out here in the woods crossing the creek is an army of little miniature stone figurines. Like dozens or even hundreds of these things. And they're all marching to war into the hills. And you hear... You hear Arximenides hollering. He's like, "Damn it, Herman, get these things away from my house. I better not see these things get close, da da da." And they're hollering back and forth and yelling at each other. Herman's like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And I don't know, there's just two crazy old men hollering across the holler at each other as a magical group of miniature stone figurines start marching toward one's house.
How miniature are we talking? How big are these?
They look that big, I think. But there's a lot of them.
They could still do some damage, yeah, for sure. I'm a little nervous because Birdie's got a look on her face like she knows what that's about. All of you must know what that's about.
Oh, we need a caller for tonight. I think
I was the caller, wasn't I?
You got it. You're the caller. Go for it. What are we doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna look for
Grove.
cousins.
Okay, yeah, I suppose what Birch tells you all that your
Well,
cousins.
Maybe that our
I-
uncle would have, maybe.
Yeah, I
That's
think
true,
Yeah.
too.
our uncle would have, because everyone was going south, right, to see the witch, but we very publicly went northwards, and everyone in town saw us going that way.
Mm. Yeah. Okay.
Probably getting heat from Meemaw for leaving off and not keep an eye on the chillins, and then they all are gone.
All right. So you. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Birch would probably, because I don't know how well I know these cousins, but he'd at least say to Fern, I've been adventuring with your good-for-nothing, unreliable sister for a while now, and she had to go and do some fool thing that got herself lost along with all my other idiot cousins, so I would ask for you all to help me get my adventuring party back, or at least prove yourselves more capable than them, and then I can just replace them. What do you guys say? At least try out, if you will.
I suppose, but I really would love to learn how to do that with garden statues. That'd be handy. Just kind of staring off at all the little gnome characters.
Little garden gnomes that are marching.
I want to do that to my neighbor. Yeah.
Nice. Well, so what, you go down the road? Is that the plan? Grove?
Yeah, so
Okay.
we are. I think we're in the wrong place right now, right? Because shouldn't we should start here, right, in town?
I kind of thought your uncle's house. Oh yeah, that's right. I've got
But I just
those
think
are
we're in the wrong hex right now. Yeah.
right here.
Yeah.
Wrong
Yeah.
hex.
I would say we head up the northern road.
Okay. No problem. All right. Let me roll for that. All right. Nice. All right. So you start traveling. Eventually, it takes you about a couple hours. It takes 3 hours to cross a holler. Normally, so like on a road. So eventually these little figurines catch up the house, and he's just sweeping those things off the house, and they're mostly a nuisance, but there's a ton of them. They start climbing up on things. Oh goodness. They start climbing up on his house, and they start just tearing out window frames and pulling on curtains and ripping up shingles and everything. And he's knocking them off the house with a broom. And as you're walking by, you just see him. He's like, Herman, and these things are on him and everything. And yeah,
I guess I'll shout out to him and say, "You need some help, Mister?"
yeah, get these gosh darn things off my house.
Okay. Well, yeah. How will we do a little detour, help this man get some things off his house, and maybe we could get a quick buck or two from him. Maybe.
You want to go?
You don't suppose we could keep some of them if we could put them in a box, do you?
These are made of jade, right, or something like that.
Stone. They're like made of limestone.
Okay, I mean,
I'm
there's no
granite.
fancy statues. Yeah, I mean, I think, let's go assist, try to grab some of them and try to get them off the house.
I would like to observe for a bit to try to figure out what they're trying to accomplish, what it is that they want. Unless it's just pure chaos. Bedlam, and conquest. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Does anybody have a sack or a box or anything? You got a backpack, but do you want to put them loose in your backpack? There may be consequences.
Save it for later.
Does anybody have a sack or anything? Yeah, go ahead.
I wouldn't say we're trying to catch them, more say just trying to get them off the walls of the property.
Can we ask him if he's got like a box or something we could try to put some in?
Oh yeah, yeah. He comes
So
out.
we'll
And
try to help catch him if he gives us something to put them in. We'll help pick a few of them up.
he throws you a bunch of old feed sacks. He's like, "Get them things in these feed sacks. Let's go!" And they start stuffing them in feed sacks. And within about 2 hours, while you got about 12 feed sacks full of these writhing, punching stone figurines.
Okay. I kind of asked the guy once things calmed down a little bit. So, what happened here, Mister?
Well, it's that crazy old man out there in that corn silo, Herman. He's been nothing but trouble for this town, and it's good people.
All right. So, because this is the guy taking it, right? So he like looks fancy, right?
Yes, and in fact, other than looking tousled and unkempt, given what has just happened, he's dressed pretty well.
Okay, well, so Ethan, well, mister, we're helping you out a bit. You think you got any knickknacks or a couple bucks to give us?
Yeah, sure. Come on in. I'll give you some cornbread. And he offers you food for the day.
That works.
And he'll give you food. If you stay the night, he'll give you food for the next day. There's nothing terribly special about that, though.
Yeah, what time of day is it?
It's early in the day. Let's see. It's 4 hours and from the morning, so it's 10 a.m.
Okay, well then, yeah, I don't think we're staying the night here, but we will take some cornbread for our travel. We'll take it.
All right. Each of you have one slot of cornbread and one slot of milk.
All right.
It can only be used the next day before it gets all gnarly.
All right.
You don't suppose we could keep some of them fancy figurines, do you?
Take them
Be
all.
right in the schoolhouse. Oh, yeah.
I was going to go dump them in that swamp down there. He points down
Keep
to the
them under
swamp.
the porch. Find a spot.
I think maybe take one of them. they're kind of moving a bit too much to keep multiple.
Oh, no, I'm setting those loose in the schoolhouse.
I was like,
Made it
the
too
ultimate
arithmetic.
solution, I feel, would either be to crush them, like destroy them, or to bury them. But I do see the utility in keeping at least one bag for ourselves if we need to unleash mayhem.
Actually, yeah, I like the idea of keeping one to unleash mayhem somewhere. To unleash mayhem.
I'd like to vote for the schoolhouse.
You suppose we could go sell them back to that Herman fella? Do you think he'd buy them back?
I mean,
I
assuming he made them, I doubt it. He probably wasn't expecting them back. He probably wasn't.
Well, then he could use them again.
Yeah.
Given that they were going to be destroyed and all, we could just, keep some.
I think,
Sell them back?
I think,
Hold
let's
up.
just take
I'm
one.
seeing the angle here, the particular grift, right? Because, we would be ransoming them, selling it to him back, and then we go scoop up a bunch of others. We can sell them, one bag at a time. Have you guys ever seen the movie The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly? This is like the scam they were doing at the beginning with the collecting the bounty again and again.
Nice.
I don't hate this idea, but I need to know more about this guy to see if he actually would be inclined to buy these back.
He is a crazy old man who laughs at himself and makes stone figurines in a corn silo. I do want to note that.
Actually, I'm now wondering if he even has the money to pay us for anything.
He may pay us in a favor. Crazy guy that makes stuff like this might give us a favor.
Yeah, Ross,
No, but
I
they
don't
could
know if
help
that's...
get other things done.
Okay.
I don't know if what Ross said means, yeah, he would absolutely buy them back, or yeah, it's a totally terrible idea. That was way too vague and ominous.
If he's really crazy, I'm confident that we could manipulate him into doing something on our behalf. I just doubt that he would have money.
So
what this is
trade
all
for
about.
a favor.
All right, so I suppose the question becomes, do you want to load all these up in a wheelbarrow and ride them all out over the next 3 hours to Herman's house, or what do you want to do?
We could
okay.
save them.
Let me get votes here. What do you all want to do? I'm in favor of just taking one of them.
I think staying with our original ambition of finding our other cousins is probably a better priority for our time right now. But I would like to carry one of these sacks of statues with us.
Are we able to take two and then drop them off somewhere to pick up later, and then have one to keep and one to trade back to Crazy Herman?
Do you
For a
think if we
favor.
bury all of them in a hole, we can dig it up later and they'll still be jumping around and stuff?
You know how we have that porch that we put everything under? I bet this guy has a big porch.
All right, so just a quick sub vote here. So the question becomes, other than one sack of them, do you claim to help but actually stuff them all under his porch in a hole in sacks?
No, we're not doing that.
Okay. Do you take the time to go back to the uncle's house, or do you cache them, or do you just take a sack or two?
I think so. Let's take one sack with us. If you would like a couple more, I say maybe we cache them, just dig them down, plant them like somewhere around here, close to the road, for our way back.
All right.
And I imagine, we're burying them. How do we want to bury them? Maybe we bury them upside down. I don't know. So only their
If we
legs.
find
are
an old well or something, we could drop them in an old well.
Yeah, I suppose that's a good idea as well. If there's any like old well or old thing nearby, we could like drop them in like a hole. We could drop them in, because they don't seem intelligent, right? They're just sent and just causing chaos.
Sure. Yeah, okay. So you take one sack and you find an old drainage ditch, and you're able to cover it rocks where this thing is jostling around. The rocks will keep it from running off. And so you got a cache of them there, and then you got one. Somebody can put this. It takes either one slot in your backpack, or it takes one hand.
Both hands?
One hand, like a sack over your shoulder, or you can put it in your backpack. Takes one slot. Sack of jostling, jumping, possessed little stone people.
Do we have a volunteer to hold it? I'm hearing a lot
I
of
don't have
people
the
wanted
space.
to take them, but not many people want to hold them, huh?
I can. All right, I'll
Okay,
put it in
out
my
of-
main hand. I'll sling it over my shoulder.
Okay, there we go.
Out of character,
Smooth.
Fern would hold the bag, but curiosity would get the best of her, and she would open it.
Okay. We'll give it to Birch, and then we continue on the road. We continue.
All right.
I'm
So
like a very, very bad Santa Claus. Just this thing over my shoulder.
So you're walking down the road, and as you get a little further down the road, you can hear boom, boom, little ground shaking a little bit. Boom. You think maybe there's a quarry nearby, and maybe they're dynamiting something. It's like they're dynamiting something, and you get closer, further down the road. These hills get closer right here, and boom. About every 5 minutes, maybe every 3 minutes sometime. Boom, this loud
See anything?
boom. And then as you get a little closer and you can see the lake here, I'm going to turn this off because unfortunately it's not nice anymore. You hear screaming from this town, and you see a big gelatinous neon green skeleton that's about 15, 20 feet tall on the shore, on the bank of the lake. And it's got pieces of a Confederate uniform with a big sash and a big CSA thing in the middle. And it's got a big what do you call it? Like a Napoleonic howitzer, like a big cannon. And it's got this thing, and it's loading it, taking its time, picks up the cannon as if it's a muzzle, fires this thing, and just randomly tumbles off and explodes near the town. His aim is terrible, but he's just terrorizing the town. Everybody's like screaming and hiding in their houses, and every once in a while somebody would try to leave. And anyways, this neon green Confederate giant with a cannon is attacking the town.
For the record, Birch, this is what happened to us.
Oh yeah, in the hole. You see the hole. I forgot about it. There's a big crater, and in the crater is just a big black mark, and then a few backpacks, and they're not floating in the air. Yeah, you got a rope, got some money.
Okay, so we do recover all lost stuff.
Yeah, it's just scattered all over the place. Probably some stuff you don't want to see.
Me and my cousins literally got blown to smithereens, right? Like in
Yeah.
the technical sense.
I mean, hey, that's why my comment was, it's been a blast to play.
All
it
that's
was a
left of them
TPK
physically is their
phase.
grit. That's all that's there.
Is there any okay, I'm not gonna say like human remains, but like a bit of their shirt or something that we can maybe like take back as like proof,
Yeah.
what happened to them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we would.
Lord.
Any of their remains we find, we'll bury right there, and then we'll take like a little signifier and take what they had, and then let's
We
get
can
back
use
on.
one of these shovels over here.
We do have shovels, yeah. Well, I guess, is there anything else in this cave?
No. It's
No.
obvious that this thing was laying here for, more than a century. And then something happened. It's glowing bright green neon. It's just like a skeleton. And then it's filled in with bright green neon goo. instead of flesh and anatomy, and then it has like some tattered paraphernalia of like a Confederate uniform, and then like this giant cannon, and that's what you see that has come out of this
Okay.
I've got a question.
cairn.
I'm gonna turn to my cousin Birch, and I'm gonna say, well, so you've been adventuring them for quite a while. You ever seen anything like this before?
Like this? No. I miss the good stuff, I think. I've seen a giant once, but they had a lot more skin than that. Russ, I'm wondering, we've in the past spoken to our own firearms before, but was that only possible within the bounds of the
That's funny.
Armocracy's abode?
That's right. That
Or
was
is that something I
was
could-
asked last time. That was a magic of the Armocracy. Your guns did not speak to you until you came to the Armocracy. Yeah.
Damn. So I couldn't ask my Confederate firearm for a little bit of help with like what the heck that thing could be.
Right.
Looks like Grandpa.
Okay, so, okay, well,
My
assuming
normal
we have-
strategy in the past with giants is to flee
Run.
from them, to just not
Oh,
engage. And my idiot cousins are never felt the same way about things, and I'm not surprised to hear that this is how they finally met their ends.
I will say, I think,
There's a little more nuance, but
yeah, assuming that, our information has been shared and we have heard of the Armocracy, do you think there's a chance we could, have the Armocracy engage in battle with this giant, or should we just ignore this and keep going somewhere?
No, I think that's a good idea because they specifically are looking for what I assume is that cannon probably, and if not that cannon, they're gonna want that cannon in any case because
Well,
they're an
yeah, that is the
Armocracy,
cannon
and that
they
thing's a
want, yeah.
steal.
But
Okay,
so,
so
here's the problem I see, right? So the giant is like here, right, shooting at the town.
Yeah.
How are we getting to the? I don't think we're getting to the Armocracy.
well, they're over
You can
here.
sneak-
We can just go around.
They're over here, but how are we getting around the giant? Are we going a long way around like this? There's no road.
I wonder if we cut through the woods to skip past it, like if we went like this, how much time would that add, or how perilous would that be?
Honestly,
Is it even
I'm-
viable at all?
I'm kind of personally, I'm in favor. We cut through the woods and we go into this hex. Oh wait, no, not this one. We go into the woods and cut into this hex. This one.
I don't know what's over there. Is it the desert?
It was like the desert where we saw like a black structure. That I think is kind of interesting.
All right. Well, let's have a vote. All right. So just big general vote to start with. Try to appeal to the Armocracy for help with the giant, or be like, no, and just like nothing to see here and move on. I think that's kind of like the big categorical
Yeah.
vote.
And I will say, I'm fine with either approach. So I'll say whichever you all want to do is fine.
My vote is to get to the Armocracy.
Yeah, I
Um,
vote for the Armocracy, and we just go around.
All right. Well,
What do you-
yeah,
what do you-
that's,
So the sheriff knows about this nonsense yet?
that's enough vote for a majority. We're heading to the Armocracy.
You know,
Where,
I
Wait.
would
The
hope the
sheriff-
sheriff could see it in plain sight, but then again, I have no faith in his competence to
But
do
also-
even the barest minimum of his job.
Doesn't have any weapons.
The sheriff has no weapons, and he was planning to invade the town himself. He was planning. Remember, that's why we first went to the Armocracy, was to ask them to defend the town from
So-
the sheriff.
So this is so. Wait, Bertie, what's your vote though? I still I wanna know what I'm just interested. Yeah, I know there's a
Fern thinks
Sorry,
Birch
Fern, yeah.
is crazy, and may possibly move to take his temperature when he starts talking about talking guns. But seeing this giant green glowy undead thing, she figures shoot what we got to lose by going and looking for this thing in the woods. So
Okay.
yeah,
Right.
she's
So, yeah. So I think that sounds like we have a consensus. We're heading to the Armocracy. I would say let's go through the woods and make a wide boot around this giant. I don't want to be anywhere near it. I don't want.
And once we get by the sheriff, unless he's moved closer to that, we'd probably be good getting back on the road about there.
I think so,
Yeah.
right around here.
We wouldn't have to start too far, just enough
Well,
to get
that's
around
what
the town.
I just think we kind of do a semicircle because I imagine it also it's less likely to shoot at us if we're in the tree line.
So let me kind of frame the situation. You're absolutely confident that you could just avoid this thing. This whole thing is like 1 to 3 miles across, like the holler is. So like you can easily avoid it. You go into the woods, it won't see you at all. It doesn't seem to be paying attention to you. Now, simple thing about the woods, I'm just going to increase the chance of an encounter. So it's going to be a 2 in 6 chance. Piece of cake.
Yeah, we'll go in the woods as long as we need to, and then cut back into the road and continue.
Here we go. Boop.
No?
All right, let's see what happens. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah. What could go wrong?
That.
That's what we said last time.
Maybe we run into democracy. Maybe we run into...
Making
I
that
think
face.
one of those numbers is what got us into trouble last time.
I do have an
Yeah, I
idea
know.
of how to. I have an idea. I'm already brainstorming how to make our pitch to democracy if we live that long. Anyway, Ross,
I don't
please
think
kill
we're
us.
going to live super
Stop
long at the
rolling.
rate we're
Grove, if you would please roll a d6.
All right. Da-da-da-da-da.
Actually, this
Got
is
the face
not
and the
really.
dice keep moving, so
A
I'm
5.
not
Okay,
sure we're
this is
worried about
good.
the armocracy anymore.
All right, so you're sneaking through the woods, and you see a group of men. There are 7 of them sitting around a campfire, and they're like, "The boss says we got to get back up in the hill and get them guns before them park rangers get to thinking about anything else." And you can hear them say that. As far as any useful eavesdropping you can do, they don't notice you. They don't see you.
And they sound, so these are clearly some of the soldiers, right? It seems.
These do not look like soldiers. These look like
These are just criminals.
criminals. Yes.
Bandits be in this?
Yeah.
How many of them are there?
There are 7 of them.
And do they have guns?
They do not. They've got blades, machetes, weapons, but no guns.
I'm thinking. So okay, and I'm gonna put this to a quiet vote. Do we want to stick them up since we have guns, or do we want to just avoid them?
Avoid them like the plague.
Wait.
Okay, we're avoiding them.
I think I'd rather steer clear. We've learned something maybe useful, but I don't see any reason to engage without a better
Well, we
angle
know they're
than
bandits in the
to
hills.
rob
Yeah.
them.
All right.
Are we taking our guns into the democracy?
I
I don't
suppose
have
we
one,
can-
but I'm just wondering, will ours start talking?
So
Yeah.
I know I can speak that my gun actually came from the armocracy. They didn't fit in so well, so they'd rather gone with me. I should warn you, if any of you are bringing your own firearms to the armocracy, they are likely going to want to join. So maybe stash it away somewhere before we
Well,
go
I think
in.
technically,
Unless you want to respect their autonomy and give them the option to opt in. I feel like,
Well,
gun
that's the
rights. Guns have rights too, right? That's like the Second Amendment says that or something.
the gun that I have now, this was Twig's gun, who was staying with him until his death. So I think it makes sense to give it to the democracy.
All right. So let's see. You guys keep sneaking around the woods. Now this takes longer. So let's see. That's 1 p.m. It's now 4:30 p.m. and you make it to this tower, and something odd happens. Round the tower, there's this like spider of metal parts, and like assembles. It looks like a big spider. And you look at its component parts, and it's just guns, just like limbs made of guns, and it stands there, and like some of the guns, like their barrels start to like flip open, like the chambers, like single barrel and double barrel shotguns, which seem to form its head, and it looks like a mouth, and it's like, who goes there?
Actually, there's something I was hoping I'd get a chance to ask my cousins before we got this far, if you'll permit me. There's a metagame thing here, but then there's like I have a way to contextualize it. Who here has the lowest turn value? I have 11, which is as high as it gets.
Let me check. I think my turn is 6.
About Renegade. With a name like that, I hope it's low.
It's 7.
Oh,
Okay,
it's
so
yeah. Fern is
Fern.
the
I think you're gonna have to do the talking. Now, I know whenever I go telling all these tall tales about armocracies and whatnot, you give me this look like I have lobsters crawling out of my ears. But trust me, this stuff is no more normal to me than it is to you. I find it also strange and disquieting. But I think you are gonna be able to sell this to them much better. I think you need to explain the cannon they're looking for is in the clutches of someone who that giant over there who's abusing it
Grandpa.
and using it for nefarious ends, and we need their help to rescue the cannon.
Okay.
That's
Fern's
our
gonna
angle.
kind
We're
of-
gonna work on this.
She's got this deer in the headlights look on her face. She's like, oh my word. Like, I'm talking to... Okay, Birch isn't crazy. I am.
Okay.
Okay.
If you need help, we'll back you up. If you need help.
Yeah.
So I know we haven't,
Uh-uh.
like, met proper yet, but, I'm Fern, and you met some cousins of mine, and well, you met Birch, and they were friends of yours, and they went on an errand for you to find this cannon, and, big glowy dead guy killed them with it, and now he's got that cannon, and he won't let it go, and he's using it to hurt others, and well, we were hoping you might do the right decent thing and help us. Maybe save your cannon. Save your friend.
We know that cannon belongs with you, but he's not gonna get home without your help.
So yeah, this will be a degree of success roll, as it were. If you could please make a low turn roll.
Something else I would like to add is I will also give up Twig's shotgun to the Armocracy. Well, his hunting gun to the Armocracy. And who knows? Maybe Twig's gun might push for revenge against the giant.
So I rolled 2d6 or 1d6.
It's 2d6, and you want to roll because it's low. You want to
High.
roll high. Yeah, exactly.
You got this.
I met my turn exactly.
That is a crit.
That's a crit. Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, I have to actually look this up because no one's ever done a crit before. And
I told him the approving look. I'm like, you've got the stuff. You're a natural at this.
Is that a good thing then?
Guns really like you with a gun.
It got your sister killed, but I mean,
I think what it means is, but I've changed this a couple of times, so I want to make sure that I get it right. It's very interesting to me because no one's ever rolled a crit, so I just want to see. I think in the past you could move a stat, so I don't know if that's true anymore. But what is true, I'm pretty sure, is if you roll a crit, you get to tell me what happens. So let me find this here, but I think you might get to move a stat. Critical success. If you roll your attribute when rolling a test, the effect doubles for the farthest number. If you have a critical success, you may not only just convince the fairy to allow you to cross the bridge, but ask for a clue what's in the next holler. So you get to, not only do you get what you want, but you can ask for a second thing. That's how it works. Okay.
We want to ask them out of character. So assuming this crit allows them to just like automatically help us, are we also wanting to ask them to help us locate the gun tree? Or what would we want as a
They
favor?
wanted us to find the gun tree. I think just ask them to, because I think this is in their best interest, right? If they want the cannon, just ask them to defend
Yeah,
the town and defeat the cannon thing, defeat the cannon giant.
yeah, I wouldn't mind asking them to just supplant the police force and be the defenders of this town.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do
I
a better
think
job of it.
I think maybe
Wait. I want Birdie. Wait, Fern got the crit, so yeah, I want Fern to pick.
Okay, so options are defeat. So does the crit allow them to just help us, or does it mean they'll defeat the cannon for us?
What was the first thing is you wanted them to help with the giant? Is that right? You can also ask for a second thing. Like,
Okay. We get an additional favor on top of helping with the giant.
Yeah.
So we could maybe have them help fix the town between the sheriff and the police.
I think that's a good idea.
Or we could have them help us find the other thing. Or was that other thing the way they were going to help us with this to begin with?
Yes.
I don't remember.
So, previously, they were going to help us if we found, I believe, I don't remember if it was either or both of the cannon or the gun tree.
As I recall, they wanted both, and I think maybe the simplest thing would be to just say, our ledger is clear, we've got you the cannon, that should be good enough.
Yeah. So you help us get your cannon friend rescued and fix this problem, and then you help solve the situation with the sheriff in the town.
You all picked up the items from the previous hands, right? So like, okay, so Grove, you have Twig's shotgun. Is that what you said? Okay.
I'm off Prince City, Democracy.
Well, they don't appreciate that very much, but they start talking. Like they say, the shotgun like starts, the barrel opens once you get in the presence of the Armocracy, and it starts like cracking open and closing, and it says, I saw it with my own eyes. There's something wrong with the owner of that cannon. There's something wrong with it. There's some kind of magic in it. And then
as the talking gun.
The pistol of Birch starts talking, and it flips open and starts talking. You're holding it and everything, and it says, I saw it on the way here. That was Gus. Gus is one of them, what would you call Gus? A Philistine. He was a mighty giant of old. Back in the battle, back when, in the Crowne Lake battle. Over a century ago now. And, but there's something that ain't right with him. Something got in them bones and eat it up. And then, they disassemble and they form like an assembly, and they all start arguing with each other. But you get the sense that they definitely are like, yeah, we are going to help, like, or we have to try to do something. But eventually the shotguns, like the double and single barrel that kind of form the mouth, they're at the head of the assembly, and they say, we will do everything we can to help. We'll go at once to try to fight this giant. I think some of us will be destroyed by it. But there's only one thing that can stop it. Otherwise, we will all be destroyed as well, just as well as this town and that bunch of do-nothing police officers.
I'll give them a little salute.
I shed a tear.
They said there's one thing we need to find. What do we need to find to stop it?
But nobody's seen this in, well, about as long as... Did your gun have a name, Birch? Or did it did not have a name?
All I have recorded is the type of gun. It's a Lamat revolver. Maybe that's its name.
Yeah, Lamat. Yeah, okay. So they'll say no one has seen it since... well, probably last time since Lamat, ages ago. And Lamat actually answers, and he says, Festus. And then you hear all the guns go, Festus, Festus, Festus. Yeah. If you want to stop that thing, you're going to need Captain Festus.
Where do we find Captain Festus?
Is he a who or a what? Is this a gun or the owner of a gun?
Is there a short piece of music that plays every time they say Festus?
Like a dramatic
Festus.
Is he a big dead guy? Like...
No, Festus. Captain Festus of the Union Army was a hero of the Battle of Crowne Lake. He was the one that won the battle there on that mountain. And they point, up to this mountain up here.
I see.
Oh, so
Somewhere
he would
over
be
there's
buried
also
over there
the
then.
gun tree is supposedly on that mountain as well somewhere there.
And Lamont will say, Festus was a mighty cult peacemaker.
I see. Okay.
So we're heading up to the mountain, I guess.
Okay,
Ain't
so-
nothing.
Well, I have my history wrong. Let's see.
Yeah. It looks
Oh,
like
my
it
bad.
was-
No, what?
that's way after this.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. Let's see here. Probably. Oh, it's still the Colt Army revolver. You can't go wrong with that. The 1860 6-shot revolver. There you go. So no peacemaker, but nonetheless, the yeah. Okay. And anyways, they assemble and they get ready. They all they go and go into that tower, and they chatter amongst themselves, and there's little derringers in there and cartridges and all in their houses, and they tell them they love them, and and they'll see them soon and everything. They get ready for their battle, and the armocracy turns into a big gun spider and marches off to war down south to fight the Confederate Giant.
And yeah, we'll tell him we'll go looking for Captain Festus, and we'll be back to help.
So
Okay.
Well, now I've
we're gonna
read it
have
all.
to bring in the cavalry, and by the cavalry I mean a single revolver.
Okay, so to double check something, did Twigs Gun want to join the democracy or no?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought it would have.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. Then yeah, I guess I'll hold on to it. Let's go north, I guess. I guess we follow the road.
I think we should ask what time of day it is now. We check
It is 5 p.m. You think that this town and the armocracy probably will be destroyed by the dead of night.
Ooh,
Okay, well then, no,
yeah.
we need to
no
hurry.
time to rest.
Yeah, no time to rest.
Okay. I will roll again for this holler. As it is now 5 p.m. Okay.
I'm not supposed to happen to point out the direction for Captain Festus. I'm not supposed to.
They will in chorus be like, the gun tree, the sacred gun tree, the sacred gun tree.
Okay.
Country.
So in other words, we probably should have gone for the gun tree before the cannon.
Okay, I'm gonna guess.
In hindsight.
Yeah, I guess.
I'll tell you what you see in this holler here. There are some things to see. Let's see here. I'll get back to that in a second. You see the following things. You see there is a smoke rising from here, and you hear the voice of many men.
The bandits in the hills, huh?
Yep. And you also see smoke rising from here. And there's an awfully strange smell coming from that smoke. And the smoke has a funny color. And then you see what looks like the trees have a clearing up here, but you can't make out what's in it. But there's a clearing. And then there's a radio tower up on the top of this hill, and there's a trail that goes up to this radio tower.
So
And
one of
then-
these-
And then there is a gleaming, shimmering reflection in the setting sun over in this direction.
I see.
And then there is obviously a park ranger like a watchtower here, for a park ranger here. And then something happens. Interesting.
Stop rolling twos.
The interesting is kind of scary. Oh, no, you can go back to twos. We don't need ones.
Yeah.
Unless something's trying to hit us.
Let's see. I think actually Anns are never surprised unless they're specifically being ambushed, which is not what's happening here. So let's see. There are two men as you make it up to this trail at the foot of this mountain, and they yell and they say, and they look real mangy and crazy looking, and they point and they're like, "Hey, you there, stop!" And they start running towards you, and they take out bottles of something, and they're getting ready to throw it at you. What do you do?
Okay. I think let's run up into the woods.
You're going to try to flee into the woods?
Yeah, I think we flee.
All right, you're able to do that. You flee into the woods.
What the heck?
And they keep trying to pursue you, and like these two men, and then you hear more men join them, and then you hear those men. I don't want that. Let's do this one. You hear more men join them, and now it looks like there's like a group, maybe of like a dozen men that are out in the woods looking for you.
Okay. I think let's keep going. I would imagine we saw the gleaming thing. I imagine that's probably what we're looking for.
I think so. Is now the time to let loose our bag of mischief? Our little statue soldiers?
You know, that is
Oh.
an excellent idea. I concur.
Or at least let some of them out. Not maybe the whole
Well,
bag.
we only have.
I worry it might be an all or nothing
well,
deal. Like
well,
you
we
open an
only
inch
have
and it's
one
gonna
with us,
open.
right? Because we only have one with us because we buried the rest of them. But now
Yeah, so yeah.
now's a great time because even if it doesn't do too much, it will send them chasing in the wrong direction probably.
Or keep them busy in one spot where they hear all this noise.
Yeah, I think release it and let's keep going this way.
Right, I'm doing that. I take one of our bags full of little statuette soldiers and I just let them loose.
Okay, you dump out this bag. They just start going crazy, and you start running. And then, sure enough, like all these men are like coming through the woods, and they get amongst these things, and they just start like crawling up these guys, and they're like, "What in the hell?" You know? And then they start fighting with these little figurines, like they're like just infestation of these things, and that allows you to make it without pursuit to the other end of the mountain, where indeed you see a tree. I'm going to switch back to the spooky music. You see a tree gleaming and made of... can I change the color of this? No. Like, it needs to be like something bright and gold. Something like... Yeah. And it is shaped like a tree, except it's made of like metal, like gunmetal and bronze and carbon, and it's more like carbon at its root. And the branches, when it reaches the end of the branches, are guns, and there's just guns.
It's beautiful.
we see
And-
the type of gun we're
Well,
looking
hang on.
for.
And
Guns.
let me make sure I have this right. Blossoming from the hilt at the top is a Colt revolver at the top of the tree.
See, I'm wondering who's probably our best climber. I imagine it might be
How
Flynn since you're
how
a bit
climbable
smaller.
is this tree?
Do we have a rope?
We have
Did
rope,
Birch
yes.
have a... Yeah, okay.
A lot of triggers to step on.
You know what? Sure.
Eh.
I'll kind of like tie the rope and try to like lasso it onto one of the branches.
Yeah, you're
I'm
able
taking
to.
cover.
Okay, you do that, and you're. What were you trying to do? You trying to climb up there, or what's your goal?
Yeah. think that's the idea.
Okay, you're able to do that because you have a rope. You're able to like lasso it up onto a branch, and then you climb up, and then you can see at the end of the branches there's just like guns, like tons of guns, and then at the top there is this pistol.
Right. I suppose I would reach out a hand and take the pistol.
You do so, and it cracks off at the hilt, or not the hilt. Sorry, of the pistol grip, of the grip of the weapon. It breaks off almost as if of a tree branch, and you have like the pistol hilt itself has almost like it's shaped like a tree, and then it goes up into this Colt revolver, and it gleams in the setting sun.
I have a question.
Yes.
Just to do with inventory. So I have this sack that we were previously keeping a bunch of stone figurines in. I wonder if I could repurpose that to carry a bunch of guns. Would that allow me greater facility in carrying a lot of stuff, or
Yes.
is that still going to be like one slot per gun or something?
No, sure, yeah. You can take the sack and you can just stuff it full of guns.
A bag of guns.
Sack of guns. I'm just thinking, I also want to keep these out of the hands of those bandits, you know, because they're probably going to stumble on this and arm themselves
Sure.
unless we preemptively
Okay, sure. Maybe
monopolize the firearm supply.
well, I think maybe take some of the ones at like the lower branches, etc., that are in easy reach. And but presumably after we deal with this, the democracy is gonna relocate to this tree, and I think good luck to the guys then if they want to come take it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think ahead, you know.
Yeah. Regardless, I think we need to head back and go save the town and become heroes and become heroes.
Are any of the guns low enough that Fern could grab a shotgun?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So that if we run into bandits, at least this time we have something more than like.
Well, Finn, would you like to
Is it
have
right?
Twigs? Would you like to have Twigs shotgun?
Wait, no, she's picking a shotgun from the tree. Roll a d6.
Is it right though?
Oh,
Here.
roll a
Prep
D6.
something for this. I want to see what it is.
Yeah, I want to see something here.
What'd you
This is gonna
get?
get interesting.
You got a talking shotgun. Yeah. So.
Okay, I have made the note.
Dang, we don't even get to know what it is.
I
That's
have
so much
a bad
worse.
feeling if I ever have to fire this, something is gonna happen.
Well, hey, that's life. All right, we're heading back to.
All right, you're crossing the holler again, so obviously you're gonna, I assume, try to not encounter those
Go
bandits.
through the area where we jumped all those little things. We
That
don't wanna go through
worked.
there.
I have a question. You have three options here, and I think they're very important. You can rough it and go through that area that you went through, or you could take the trail toward this clearing, or you could take the trail down toward the tower.
Oh, that's a tower. Okay.
Is there enough noise from the men dealing with all those little things that we would be able to rough it around there without going through it? Because I'm guessing they're making a lot of noise still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but very much so the case. Like you could go through the area where they are, or you could go around using this trail, or you could go around using this trail.
So it sounds like they're
Okay.
still very occupied.
Yeah.
Okay, well then, yeah. I, think
I
the
don't
trail
really
is-
want to deal with the figures.
Yeah, I think go around through the trail. 'Cause I don't think we want to go to an unknown tower right now.
So the
Right.
one in
No.
the clearing. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, there are three things here. There's what you had in the wilderness. Let me make sure actually about this thing too.
So I think,
Yeah, this is actually we'll talk about this in a second because I don't know what you want to do with that yet.
well,
But-
I said this was a camp, right? The bandits that we heard in the woods
Mhm.
underneath.
But you pass by this clearing. I want to describe what you see in it. There is a stone engraved here with a man, a gallant-looking Union officer, holding a gun with his hand behind his back, valiantly aiming it toward a great serpent.
Interesting.
In the background is a gentle waterfall, and the entire stone statue is covered in vine.
Okay. Did we see any waterfalls when we came up this mountain? Like any place that could be?
Yes. I apologize. You can see and hear a waterfall here.
Well, okay. Well, that's an interesting place to maybe come back to.
I do
Probably-
see it on the map.
Oh yeah, I guess you could kind of tell. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Okay. We keep going for now, but that is very interesting.
All right. Now, I also want to point this out. There is the camp there with the smoke. That's
Yes.
what you'll encounter if you continue on this trail.
So,
Alternately, you can try to hoof it through the woods and intercept the trail elsewhere.
so I think most of the people are here right now, right?
Yes.
Could we go like this, around like this way?
You could, but they would notice you.
I think
Okay,
it's
well,
better
I
to
think
go
we'll
through the
together.
smoke more.
I think
You mentioned the smoke smelled funny. Is it like smelled funny in they're burning like something metallic? Is it like
Oh yeah, great question.
bugs or mushrooms in the
Skunky?
smoke? Like
let me
what?
tell you what it smells like, because I think I remember what it smells like.
Maybe the hippies. Maybe the
Yeah, I was gonna
So-
say a little skunky.
No, not skunky. No, not skunky. Actually, all right, let me verify. But first of all, this camp does not have the funky smell. There's smoke coming from here that has a really funky smell. And let me, I think
Yes,
I remember.
Fern is wanting to know if it's going to unduly influence us if we're in it for too long, kind of thing.
Yeah, I remember this smell. It smells like ammonia and rotten eggs.
Be still, my beating heart.
Like,
Okay. Wait, rotten eggs. So like,
like sulfur.
Yeah. So-
Yeah.
yeah. Let's not go there. I tell you, let's go around. Let's just go around this way.
You can do that. All right. Let's see. I already rolled for the return, so you enter a new holler, and you can, as you enter this holler, you once again hear the boom, boom, and the yelling and everything, and now you hear boom, 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 like fire and everything. You can see smoke in the distance, and obviously there is a battle going on.
Okay. How deep is the lake? Like, could we cross it on foot, or is it like an actual like lake?
It is an actual lake. However, there is a
Okay.
boat if you want to steal it and use the Johnny boat.
Yeah, let's take the
I
boat
think
over. I don't think we're gonna.
It's an
go
emergency.
over.
Yeah.
Does the
That's
boat
desperate
seem
time.
watertight?
Yeah, you check the boat and it looks like it'll float.
Okay. Yeah, we hop in the boat and we head over.
Okay. All right. You take a Johnny boat from someone that they use for frog gigging, and you float across, make it on the other side of the town, and it's chaos over here. There's all kinds of little. There's a gun with its barrel open over another gun, and that gun is like in pieces, and it's like, hang in there, bro, you know, and it's like trying to comfort its gun friend. And then there's just like gun parts everywhere. There's like springs and mechanisms and bits of trigger assemblies, and it's just all over the place. And like most of the Armocracy has been destroyed, and but they're firing into this thing and nothing is happening. It doesn't work.
I'm gonna take Captain Festus's. Wait, was Captain Festus the gun or the guy who had the gun? I assume the guy who had it, right?
The gun.
One's missing its
think
butt and
it's
shouting,
gone.
Ballistol! I need Ballistol!
Whichever. I'm gonna take this gun. I'm gonna point it and I'm gonna shoot at the giant's head.
All right. Let's see. Let me look at it here. All right. Roll 3d6, please.
Alright. That would be 13.
13. And you blow off half of this thing's skull, and then it like staggers,
Oh
and
my
then
God.
and then it sees you, and it like turns and it starts loading its cannon. So like it's gonna aim towards you all.
Round 2. Get out of the way, guys.
Well,
And then,
Bro, shoot it again.
Festus all of a sudden starts talking. He's like, "You gotta load me fast, son. You gotta load me fast. Your life
Alright.
depends on it. Don't
can
let
I
the
load it
pressure get
fast?
to you." And it starts like fussing with you as you're trying to load a Civil War pistol.
I'll try to tell my cousin to get out of the way as I'm like reloading. I'm gonna take the shot.
But I don't know if this makes sense. Take up my bag of guns and start distributing them to the Armocracy to like refill its ranks to like help them
I
reassemble
mean, sure, yeah, you
themselves.
could just like dump out a bag of guns, and the guns will just like let loose and become alive, if you want. If that's what you want to
Sean,
do?
we found the gun tree. We found the gun tree.
Unleash the minions.
Reinforcements are here.
Yeah, I'm reloading and I'm gonna take the shot again.
Okay, if you do that, if you let the guns out of the bag and they all start firing and everything, it distracts the giant, so you're able to reload. I won't make you roll for it. So you reload, roll 3d6. You do not want to roll too low. Let's see here.
That's a 17.
You got it. All right, you blow off the other part of the giant's head. It erupts, and green jelly and stuff starts, and then it just like falls to the side, and the ground shakes as this big giant crashes into the ground. And all the guns start to they just erupt in cheers, and they form back into a gun spider.
Birch
That was
says
for
this
my
is-
cousins. That was.
He's like, this is just like the Battle of Waterloo.
It almost ended up like the battle of last time.
You killed Grandpa.
Okay, well, we did it, guys. We saved the town. We saved it.
There's like 2 buildings left in the smoldering ruins. We did good.
Well, okay, to be fair, last time we warned the town danger was coming and no one believed us. The last time.
I was gonna ask, did we save the cranky lady that was like mean mugging Twigs?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh no.
I want to express my gratitude to our firearm friends. I am now a proud supporter of gun rights. I think that guns.
It means
I
something
mean, we have
else.
rights.
It means something else in this context.
Yeah, I don't believe in the right of humans to bear arms. I believe in the right of arms to have
to bear humans?
autonomy, though. Yeah, sure.
We haven't even got to the bears yet. That's going to be even more confusing.
No, Twig did that already. It ended badly.
Yeah, I did run into a
Twig-
bear
Twig
once.
went hunting
It
and
clawed me
got
I
mauled by a
ran away. Good times. Okay, well, what do we do now? I guess. Well, I guess we talk to the Armocracy, tell them we
Right.
found the gun tree.
So they consider this like like they'll tell you this is a sacred thing, like the gun tree. So most of them are going to go to the gun tree. They propose that they do not go and return to the police force, which was not helpful, but instead they go to the gun tree and help the park rangers, they tell you that the guns from the gun tree will tell you that if you could stop well, I'm just gonna say it, the people making meth up on the mountain,
Oh.
that if you could stop that the park rangers could come down and they could help the town, and they would rather work with the park rangers.
Okay.
I agree.
Unfortunately, there's a dragon, and but you do have a bunch of guns.
But wait. So
Meth
there's
dragon.
I think
there's so the dragon was the one that was in the waterfall on the picture of the thing, right?
Right.
And my gun was so I'll ask my gun about that because presumably my gun was also in that picture. My gun should know what's going on there. My gun.
Yeah. Festus will tell you. Yeah, that's long ago. My officer, when I was in the Union Army, we fought the battle here, and there was a awful serpent. Hold on just a second. Weird. there on that mountain in the grove, and we drove it away together. And that's when we formed the tree, and we had our motto. Let me hold on. I'll tell you the motto. And you can see on it, Date aratra and gladius et alancius and falses infirmus decat fortis sum.
Okay.
Oh, that was impressive.
What does that translate to? What is that?
Beat your plowshares. Whoops. I meant the opposite. Beat your weapons to become plowshares and your spears to become pruning hooks, and live in peace. That's not exactly what I wanted, but swords into plowshares.
Live in strength, I think, is fortis.
Yeah, I had the wrong.
It used gladius as weapon, but it's like sword. I mean, it works.
So,
Yeah.
okay. Will the town give us any money for saving them? On a side note, any reward? Any reward?
No. But
Okay.
they will say that the meth lab does have money at it, because they make money off of it.
I suppose it's pretty late by now, right? So we'll rest in town.
All right. You're able to do that. A day passes.
I will eat my cornbread and milk, I suppose.
Nice.
I think I'm having
Yeah.
it for breakfast.
Oh yeah, good call.
Well, you said it was good for
Then
one day after.
we should
so I'll have
return
it-
this
I'll
boat,
have
I
it for
think.
breakfast. Well, I think we take the boat back across. We take.
Yeah. We'll
leave
meet the
the boat
armocracy on the other side.
on. Yeah.
People are terrified by the gun spider. They don't want to talk to you after they see you talking to the gun spider. But you're able to stay in someone's house. They just give you a wide berth.
I
Rude.
saved the town.
I assume you all
Not
kept some
much
guns
has
too.
changed.
Well, I have
I-
Festus.
Yeah, I have my gun. I'm gonna be rather understanding of these folks looking at us a little weird. I'm not gonna be upset.
All right. The sun rises on the next day, and let me check and see. It is another clement, nice fall, sunny day. Man, I just keep not having bad weather for you guys. I was hoping I'd have some bad weather too.
A beautiful day to go raid a meth lab.
We'll take the boat back across.
All right. And I'm going to roll for this.
I'm rolling
And-
twos.
Yeah.
Personally,
Yeah.
This
nah.
one's
think
this. 3 hours pass, so it's 9 o'clock in the morning, and you make it to the base of the mountain, and it's fine. Everything's fine here. You see the same places I had mentioned before. Let me know if you
Okay.
need me. Yeah, go ahead.
No, so yeah, let's head to the waterfall. There's a dragon there.
Okay.
The great dragon infamous.
Or are we being accompanied by the armocracy?
No, but you can bring companions from the armocracy if you want guns. Yeah. So if anybody wants extra guns, let me know. Or like
Would
if you don't
Fern
have a
be
gun.
able to talk to her shotgun, her new shotgun at all?
While they're
To-
while you're with the armocracy. I'm sorry. Yeah, I forgot about that. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
got
mean to interrupt
crazy
you.
and I was like, I was going to bring it up and then I didn't. And then I brain bubbled.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, it only fires ghost bullets and it blows up ghosts.
Dick.
Yeah, most of the guns on the
That's
gun
interesting.
tree, most of the guns on the gun tree do weird stuff. They don't do normal stuff.
I mean, honestly, that's pretty
Alright,
good. I think. I'll say that.
So
Yeah,
you have your
no.
ghost busting gun, but you might want a real gun as well.
Yeah, she'll probably take a real gun, but she's definitely keeping it.
Do you take a a real gun from the Armocracy or from the bag of the gun tree?
Only if they want to come from the Armocracy. She'll take a volunteer if they want to come with her. She's naming her ghost tree gun Ghostbuster.
I think you should make a quar turn roll on that, because that's like
On which one?
on asking, do I have any volunteers from the Armocracy to fight the dragon?
Oh, would that be high turn or
low turn?
Yeah, 2d6.
Oh
over your
dear.
turn number.
Oh yeah, no, low turn's good. Okay. Come on. Yes.
Nice. Yeah. What type of gun do you want? There's the pistol and the shotgun. I think that's it in the rules, right?
You don't want to improvise stats for something like a sniper rifle or a bazooka or a minigun.
Let's see.
Well, I already got to figure out stats for a hatchet she has, because I don't think we have any existing ones for that. But
the shotgun does 2d6 damage. Requires both hands to use when you have it. You do have ammunition for it. I'll say that they give you 4 things of ammo for it. Or you can get a pistol that's loaded with 6. It does 6 damage flat.
She'll probably take a shotgun. Could she trade some of the old ammo from, I just blinked on her name. Sylvia? She had pistol ammo from Sylvia. Can she trade that to the Armocracy for more shotgun ammo, or would it just be like a, here, you take these kind of thing?
Yeah, let's go 2 for 1. Because shotgun ammo is like $5 a shell. So, but we'll just do 2 for 1.
So she's got 5. She's going to maybe keep one of them and make a necklace out of it to remember Sylvia. And then the other 4 will go to the Armocracy and
get 2 shells. Gotcha. Okay.
Get 2. So she has how many shells? Shotgun shells?
7.
Okay.
Are we still doing usage dice for ammo though, like an
No.
abstraction?
No.
No.
Yeah. Everyone with a pistol that started out that got one from somewhere, like, except for Festus is now 4 of 6, right? So.
Okay.
Uh,
what type of bullets does Festus need?
Yeah, they're very strange. That's one problem with Festus is it is a magical pistol that can like do a ton of damage and affects fairy or affects spooks. But you're probably never going to replace the ammo. It's like Civil War 44 caliber or something like that. Like
we are at a Civil War
ammo.
graveyard though, so
Yeah.
Well, I think the other option is because I believe this is one of the things in Nantails. If we manage to make a forge or something, we can make our own.
Yeah.
Somewhere down the line, if we make it that far.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think you'll probably find any. I think you'll have to do interesting things to get more ammo for a Civil War pistol like that.
Yep. All right.
Renegade would
get
like
a
to take
favor
gun
from a
the gun
fairy.
Yeah. What about Renegade?
He'd like to take a gun from the gun tree.
Okay, roll a d6.
Here we go. Two.
2. Okay. You see here. It also is a ghost fighting gun.
Now,
It's
to be
a
clear, does it?
Must have been a ghost busting situation a long time past.
yeah. The previous one was a shotgun. This one's a pistol. It's got 6 rounds in it, and it only shoots ghosts and spooks.
Now, are we to say this only harms ghosts and spooks, or this only shoots ghosts and spooks?
Both. It only harms ghosts and spooks. That's what it's for, and it has spook bullets. Like they're like ethereal ghost bullets.
Bang!
Kind of like the Witcher. You know, he has like his regular sword and his monster fighting sword.
Yeah.
You got a ghost busting gun and a normal gun.
Yeah.
I mean, you could still use it for intimidation purposes, but
All right, we got 20 minutes. You guys want to go fight this dragon?
Yeah.
All right,
Well, let's go see
20
what
minutes
it's
or
about.
less.
Worst comes to worst, we run away.
Yeah. What could go wrong?
A dragon
The picture
spook?
had the picture had like the Union captain heroically fighting a dragon with gun in hand. I got the gun in hand, and I'm a
Actually-
hero.
Pause. Let's audit real quick. How much money do we have collectively? I got $0.
we have a lot because we picked
Okay,
up
cool.
the remains of Twig and Birdie, who would have had a lot.
Once again, his cousins will be covering Birch this
Yeah.
week, I
So
take
I will say,
it.
from the loot recovered from Twig alone had $39.
Oh,
All right.
Russell
So yeah, let's
has-
go check out this dragon.
Okay.
Sylvia had 32 because she spotted for last time. So
Yeah, so we have a lot of money to spread out.
I'll
plus
find
stuff
Russell
under the
here.
porch.
You make it up to the waterfall, and you see. Actually, I think I have a picture of this thing, right? So let's just let's do that, right?
Yeah, I think it's the cover image. Of
The eponymous cover image here.
That's a serpent.
So, unlike this image, you make it to this beautiful waterfall. This is all lore accurate here. We've got a waterfall. It's beautiful, side of a mountain, and this serpent comes out, and it rears up. What do you do?
Are we in view of the dragon?
Yes,
Okay, I'm gonna point the
I
gun
assume
at it
that's
and
what you
see-
wanted, right? You wanted to.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Let's try
point.
talking to it first, I think.
Volley.
Well,
Alright.
I just wanna like point the gun at it and say foul beast.
Okay, you point Festus at the dragon, and it squeals like a little girl, like and it like shrinks back and curls around a tree, and it hides behind a tree with its head, but its tail's exposed. And it's like, like most of its body, but its head's behind a tree, and it's like, please no, please not again.
Huh?
I told you we gotta have words first, all right?
I mean, I'll be honest, that's not how I expected things to go.
Exactly. Ask questions first, shoot later, all right? This is why we learn. All right.
I guess I will talk to the dragon and see. Who are you? How long you been here?
I am the worm of summer. This mountain was mine, and then I was driven away by that gun. Please don't shoot me.
Well, okay. Well, how about listen? Do you hurt people?
Well, I suppose I think they get hurt when I eat them.
Okay. How about
That would do it, yeah.
how about I
That's
have
okay.
two things for you? How about you pinky promise us that you won't hurt people anymore, that you'll only eat animals?
Although, I can think of a couple people that I
Yeah,
wouldn't mind
yeah.
you eating. Let's be a little more
No, yeah.
selective.
No,
We've got an
no.
understanding with this gun here, and they're not going to harm you as long as we're all cool together, right? So if you don't, want to be afraid of
No,
us
but
and this
look,
gun
see,
here,
see, I got an idea here. Listen.
Gotta
listen,
eat my math teacher.
I got an idea. So I'm gonna tell him.
I was
"Oh, look,
thinking,
you don't eat people anymore. You just eat animals. And how about you say this is your mountain. You like living here. You see those people down there, and I'll point towards the camp. Those people been stinking up your mountain. How about you help us get rid of them without killing them, and then we promise we won't hurt you.
no, those guys make meth. I don't mind if they get,
It slithers
no.
back, and then it like scratches its chin, and it says, "How would I drive them away without hurting them? They have those
No,
magic
I think-
potions that they make."
Well, no. I'm not saying don't hurt them. I'm saying try not to kill them.
Right?
I think how about we rough them up, we scare them off, and then
I think just at the
Yeah.
sight of you, they're going to go running.
yeah.
It raises like a clawed finger. You haven't seen the magic they make.
This is a borderline criminal origin story of the great dragon Amphithemis. The prophecy is coming true.
Yeah, I'm sure they probably got some scary magic, but I'm sure if we run down yelling at them, shooting in the air with you next to us, That'll scare them off, and that'll scare them.
Just don't
And if
shoot
it doesn't,
me.
then you can eat them, okay?
Sure.
Actually,
If they don't run, then you can eat them.
I have an
if they-
angle
if
here.
they
I
don't
want to
eat 'em.
sell one. Oh, I have an angle I want to sell this dragon on. The greatest weapon of all is fear. I mean, we just approached you and you were cowering, right? Even though we're not even going to hurt you. You don't have to actually harm these guys. As long as you make them afraid, they'll go running. So let's just start with that. You're big and scary, trust me. So
He points toward Festus. He's like, "You'll use that gun on them,
if we have to,
and
Not
not
that one.
and not on me."
As
I'd
if you
rather
don't
use it
give
on
us-
them.
If you don't give us a reason to, we won't use it on you.
I can't promise that I won't eat them.
Okay.
Just promise you
I'll-
won't eat us,
How about this?
and we'll start with that.
So yeah, we'll simplify this. How about you don't eat us, and if they don't run away, then you can eat them. If they do run away, let them go.
It takes its clawed hand out and like reaches out. It's like pinky claw.
And my math
Oh,
teacher.
and no eating park
Stop.
rangers either. They're good guys.
I'll do a pinky promise symbol.
You're like pinky is like that big, you know, compared to, you know, like it's like that.
I reach up with my arms and grab its pinkies.
And it starts slithering toward the meth house.
Yeah, we'll go with it.
Renegade is just running around going, "Dragon friend, rah!" He's pretty stoked he has a dragon friend now.
All right, let's see here.
We're just
Um,
excited we're going to cause chaos on an extreme level.
Also good.
Shenanigans!
I'm here to cause mischief.
The
We keep unleashing scaring things on people on this
Yeah.
mountain.
Does this dragon have
That's
a
how it
breath
should
weapon?
be.
Does this?
Birch is coming to think that people, human society, that's the real poison that's ruining this landscape. They're forcing all of these beautiful creatures of nature into hiding, like this dragon or those guns.
See, that's the conclusion I came to in the war game. That's
My mom says that's a metaphor.
Metaphor what?
Metaphor dragon.
yeah, chaos is exactly what happens. This the dragon just like terror, you know, and gunfire and everything does not cow these people. And they start fighting and they start throwing things of drugs, just like throwing things of drugs and creating smoke, and they start taking drugs and they get wild and
I want you to know, I recognize the interior of this dungeon, and you reskinning it as a meth lab is so funny.
I don't suppose a dragon happens to have a breath weapon of some kind. that can
he does.
Set
And
them on fire.
does
Set them
now.
on. Burn the drugs.
We'll get behind him before he uses it, though.
Don't get the money. We need the money.
they run in the meth lab. So of course they're somewhere in here. So I don't know if you want to pursue them, but they did go in the meth lab, which is like underground.
Okay. Well, see, I'm thinking we just have the dragon set it on fire, right?
Oh yeah,
we
you
need
could
the
do
money
that.
Explosive. Meth labs are very explosive.
Yeah, you could do that. You could just blow it up.
No.
This sounds like a vote.
Should we barricade the door while we look around up here?
So, big category vote here. Fern, blow up the meth lab. There you go. Or keep it open long enough to try to find the needful or the lost things within. Fern, what do you think?
Like, did they go down one of the passageways where we could barricade it and look for stuff? Or are they just...
You're not sure. It does look like there are 3 passages here.
We do kind of need lost things.
If we do that, I think we're simply in for a dungeon crawl, and we're gonna have to take this one room at a time and figure out how to avoid getting killed by them as we run into them or discover their presence.
I mean, we could have them just breathe fire and then come in and hope there's something left.
Hey, yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I will say, as much as at this point, and it's not fire. He has like a tornado breath called Summer's Wind. But if he does that, this place will collapse and explode, which is an option. You could choose to do that.
Yeah,
Can you fly?
I
That's
imagine. Yeah, if the place collapses and the drugs explode, there might still be some things left. Especially if he can use his breath to blow away the remains. We could search through. Even if we lose most of it, I think it's worth it. Also because from a slightly more out of character, where we are running low on time. I don't think we have time to do a full dungeon
I would
crawl.
suggest there's basically only two options here. One is a dungeon. I would call it a dungeon siege rather than a crawl, which like a gungeon, which is you take your guns out and you go like Call of Duty and you bust in here and try to find it and get out fast. Or you just blow it up and you say, but it's not going to be here like tomorrow, right? Like there's a dragon here and these people are they're going to flee. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think we just blow
it up.
But that's the thing. If they're gonna flee, does it even matter? Because the whole point we were trying to scare them away to help the rangers out, right?
Well, what I mean is they're not going to like just stay here, right? Like if you have like a secret meth lab and like your enemy leaves for a week, you're going to get your stuff and you're going to go somewhere else. You're not going to, yeah.
They'll be somewhere else on our map. We'll find them again. Just do we really want to?
And what you could do.
Yeah, I think we do the. I think we blow up the lab.
I want to hear from Steve. What do you think?
I think we should probably blow it up, and then. Are we getting stuff for this? Like, if you guys wreck the meth lab, we'll give you things. Or was it just, hey, you guys, we should totally send a bunch of children up to fight meth heads and a dragon?
Okay. So
I think it was if
So here's
we
what
take care of the meth lab, they get the gun tree, and then they fix things in town.
So they're already at the gun tree now. We got them to the gun tree. Apparently there's a group of rangers who are currently preoccupied with the criminals in the hills and the meth heads. And if we get rid of the meth heads and the criminals, then those rangers can go help out the town against the police officers.
Oh, so you're asking
Yeah,
Renegade to do the right thing.
Well, that's the thing. We don't actually need to kill these meth heads because presumably, if they leave, that's the same as if we kill them.
We're just trying to clean up this mountain so the park rangers' hands aren't full with all these problems.
Yeah, so we could just leave. We don't even need to kill them.
I'm going to frame two big options here, okay? One is like if you leave, they're going to pack up and go, meaning they're going to take all their stuff, they're going to leave. Or you could blow it up, similar option there, similar outcome.
Yeah,
the other outcome is like violence, I guess.
Yeah, it's going gun by gun, and we're not doing that. I'll say right now, we're not doing that dungeon crawl.
Okay,
All right,
okay.
let's blow it up. Explosions are cool.
I think explosion or leaving, either way, would do the same result of freeing up the park rangers. I think the question is, are our ads murderers? And I think maybe.
I feel like if we let them go, they're going to do this somewhere else, and we could find them back in town, or we could find them back in the holler, like outside where our uncle lives. Or
I have seen justice like this in my life a couple of times where they're like, "You're not going to go do this somewhere else." I've seen.
No,
and somebody decides to do that.
All right, you know what? I'll pull the trigger as caller.
Not technically legal. Technically not legal.
I'll pull the trigger.
Not effective.
The dragon does the breath and blows up the lab.
All right. Oh wait, is everybody okay with that? You don't have to do that.
I'm okay with it if the dragon is.
We did make him promise not to eat anybody. He doesn't want to eat these anyway. They're not good food.
We said we said not to eat anyone who ran away. They clearly aren't running away. So.
All right. So that works, and by the end of that day, you make it back to Sparrowtown. No, not Sparrowtown. To let's see, what is the name of this town? It's called River's End. You make it back to River's End by the end of the day, and you find the Rangers have come into town. and they're talking, and they're helping people. Like, there's all kinds of buildings that have been blown up and everything. There's all this chaos. And they don't have any guns. They just got a bunch of tools. And that ends the adventure for the night. Mythic Mountains RPG is a private online play club that focuses on folk RPGs. Folk RPGs are the games that belong to all of us. They're what actually happens at a table between friends. It's their voice that has the authority on what is fun and what works for them. Weekly, we upload our games to allow others to sit in with us. The channel isn't monetized. We don't own the artwork, music, software, or games shown in these actual plays, and you can find links to their authors in the description. Like, subscribe, and share if you wish, or don't. Just like games in person, you're welcome to pull up a chair, sit in, and watch some of our games. No performances, no fancy equipment, just regular people playing folk pencil and paper role-playing games and having a good time. We hope these games will prove a source of enjoyment to anyone just wanting to listen in, anyone looking for examples of how actual groups run and play folk RPGs, and most importantly, if you haven't found your group yet, you're welcome here at ours.